our recommendation surpasses sensex by a phenomenal 2.5 times. While sensex rose 38%, our recommendations averaged 94% growth. This is the advantage of professional and systematic approach to investments. It improves your chances for a better yield while reducing the risks of pitfalls. On 5th of August 2013, MFSL had issued a list of 20 blockbuster stocks. During the period 5th of August 2013 to 17th of September 2014, the sensex rose by 38.83%. And our recommendations grew 2.5 times that of sensex. Let's look at our recommendation list and how they fared. First, we showcase our terribly wrong selection. We recommended REI Agro, the world's largest basmati rice processing and marketing company. It was quoting at around 10 Indian rupees with a PE multiple of 1.86 times. Currently the prices have fallen by a massive 71%. Another of our recommendation, Core Education, plunged by 35% from its recommended price. This company is India's largest global education company, with wide presence across US, UK, Middle East, Singapore, Hong Kong and India. Looking at the pitfalls, we need to understand that it is extremely rare to recommend all multi-bagger stocks. What is important is that we as an investor should not put bulk of our money in few stocks or sector. If we spread out wisely, it is not really easy to lose wealth. In our case, despite 71% and 35% erosions, our average yield remained a solid 94% on a year's investment. This demonstrates the power of a systematic diversification. And if REI Agro and Core Education were not part of our list, our average gain would have been about 108%. Our list also had two other shares which gave a positive yield but underperformed the sensex. Mindtree, which is a global information technology solutions company with revenues of over $430 million, grew only by 15%. Another company, Opto Circuits, which is a leading manufacturer of technologically advanced medical equipment and devices, grew only by 25%. Except for these four companies we have mentioned so far, all other scripts surpassed performance of sensex. We now showcase our balance 80% of our recommendations which outperformed the market. IL&FS Investments, subsidiary of IL&FS, the largest private equity fund managers in India, has grown by 37.5%. Rajesh Exports Limited, the world's largest manufacturer of gold jewelry, has grown by 45%. Merck Limited, which is into pharmaceutical and chemicals, has grown by 45%. The government-owned Moil Limited, which owns 10 mines, has grown by 52%. Petronet LNG Limited, one of the fastest-growing world-class companies in the Indian energy sector, has grown by 59%. NMDC, the single largest producer of iron ore in the country, has grown by 75%. Engineers India, a premier consultancy company for oil and gas, metallurgy, infrastructure and other industrial projects, has grown by 75%. Tata Motors Limited, India's largest automobile company, has grown by 76%. Eclux Services Limited, world's #1 software developer for investment banks, has grown by 82%. BHEL, which was quoting at attractive bargain and closer to its book value, has grown by 83%. Coromandel International Limited, India's second-largest phosphatic fertilizer player, has grown by 85%. MRF, one of India's leading tyre manufacturer, has grown by 144%. Gujarat Gas, India's largest private sector natural gas transmission and distribution company, has grown by 204%. Apollo Tyres, which has manufacturing presence in Asia, Europe and Africa, with 9 modern tire facilities and exports to over 118 countries, has grown by 214%. Balkrishna Industries, one of the world's leading manufacturers of off-highway tires, has grown by 261%. APAR Industries, which is into power transmission conductors, petroleum specialties and power cables, has grown by 362%. It is often said that the proof of pudding lies in eating. MFSL's recommendations and their performance in the markets speak for itself. We now give you a short introduction of MFSL. MFSL has over 15 years of experience in providing portfolio management services. The company periodically invests in technology to ensure that its customers get access to seamless, secure and quick service. The management's rich experience is well complemented by its qualified, experienced and trained manpower. MFSL is promoted by a century-old Chennai-based Munoz Group. The company also offers merchant banking, stockbroking and dematerialization services and mutual fund and IPO distribution. It caters to institutional, corporate, HNIs and retail clienteles. Its institutional clientele include Indian Bank, GIC, Oriental Insurance Company, New India Endurance, etc. The company had a trading turnover of around 700 Indian rupees crores during financial year 2013 to 2014. MFSL, appointed by IL&FS, is also the investment manager of Valmark Infra and Realty Trust, a 250 Indian rupees crore Category 2 alternate investment fund. This presentation is meant for general understanding purpose only and is not meant to serve as a professional guide or recommendations for readers. This document has been prepared based on publicly available information, internally developed data and other sources believed to be reliable. The management or employees of MFSL does not assume any responsibility for, or warrant the accuracy, completeness, adequacy or reliability of such information,